A wise individual once said, "Family, like the branches on a tree, may grow in different directions, yet our roots remain as one." Now, some families are all close together in one general area of the nation, and some families are spread out all over the nation, varying from state to state. My family is a little more like the second one. I have family all over the nation, and my childhood best friend lives 5 states south of Michigan. My childhood best friend is my blood cousin, but who grew up posing as my brother. His name is Matt Loomis. All of my first memories that I can recall involve Matt. After we grew up some, most memories still involve Matt and how sassy we got with one another for a while. And now, as we are both adults and all grown up, our relationship is very different than it was before. But throughout the past 17 years of my life, Matt has played a huge role in shaping me to be who I am today. I'm a firm believer that a person's childhood builds them as an individual. Every single one of my first memories that I can recall involves Matt. My personal favorite memories include playing dress up, where, yes, the both of us put on my princess dresses, heels, makeup, and we pranced around the house like royalty. We would play dress up for hours, sipping on tea at the Barbie table and playing with our huge collection of Polly Pockets. These were the best days, when we were young and unbothered by absolutely anything. After we grew up a little more though, Matt was old enough to babysit my younger brother, Brendan, and I. Now, when my mom and dad told us that Matt was going to babysit, we knew it was about to be like World War III at the Everdeen household. From Nerf gun wars to wrestling matches to the most intense games of outside tag that you can imagine, we did it all. The most profound game was what we like to call spy tag. It was basically like hide and go seek tag, but we were always putting our own spins on the game, and it was the most entertaining game of my childhood. Matt always beat Brendan and I, being the oldest and the fastest. But we didn't care. We just loved to play with him. After our games and after putting Brendan to sleep, Matt and I watched the movie that will always come to mind when I think about our childhood. We always watched the movie Pretty Woman. Now, for any of you that know the movie Pretty Woman, it was way too advanced for the 8-year-old that was watching it at the time. But we didn't care. We just loved to watch it. As some years pass, some relationships change negatively or fade. But luckily, that was not the case with Matt and I. Although we did get very sassy with one another for a while, nothing really changed about our close bond. Our first petty arguments began when I was around age 13 and he was around age 18. I was in what most people call a girl's snotty phase, and Matt never failed to give it right back to me. We stayed in this stage for a while, continuously firing shots at one another, but always laughing it off later. I didn't realize how much I loved our constant disputes until he graduated high school. Once graduating, he only went to Alma College, but his classwork consumed up most of his time. This immensely sucked for me, feeling as though I had lost my childhood best friend. The next 4 years of him being busy all the time went by very quickly, and then he dawned even more bad news on me. Matt had made the executive decision that he was moving to Dallas, Texas. Even with a breaking heart, I knew I had to be excited for him, so I played it off as though I was stoked. Sometimes you must learn to love from miles and miles away. In my case, my childhood best friend lives 1,202 miles away from me. When he comes now, we are grown, and we do things much different than before. This makes for a very difficult relationship, but one that is so much more enjoyed now than it ever was previously. Now we get all dressed up, me again wearing my nicest dress, heels, and spending an hour on just my hair and makeup, him wearing his nicest shoes, belt, tie, and button-down shirt, and we take hundreds of pictures before the two of us go out to dinner and talk for hours. Our latest restaurant date was Olive Garden, where we sat after eating a delicious meal and we spilled all of our latest gossip. We spill everything, knowing that neither one of us will judge because we never have judged anything. We spill all of it, and we know that in the end, we will always love each other no matter what. I always end up getting emotional towards the end of dinner, knowing that in a few short days, he'll be leaving me again. When he's not here though, it causes for lots and lots of texting and the occasional FaceTime. We try to stay up with one another's lives the best that we can, but it's hard with us both being so busy all the time. I miss him constantly, but I'm so proud of his courage to venture off in his pursuit to find what makes him happy. Throughout the past 17 years of my life, Matt has played a huge role in shaping me to be who I am today. The key memories made with Matt when we were little are the ones that have formed me as an individual. Rolling into our teen years, I knew just exactly how strong our bond truly was, seeing as it was constantly put to the test due to our constant roasting. And now, as we are older, I miss and love Matt Loomis more than most realize. Although he has ventured out to live his life in another state, Michigan will always be the root of our home and the root of our unbreakable bond. Just like a wise person once said, family members grow in all different ways to all different locations, but we remain as one sole unit, mentally together.